this experiment, that's important because we want very little color in that flame. Now, at least color caused by the burning natural gas. To turn this off, you just turn it the rest of the way, and it shuts off. So once again, we'll turn that on and leave it on. Once again, make sure your safety glasses are on throughout the duration of this experiment. So there's our flame. We're going to use that, and we are also going to use the following salts. We have from the right to our left, we have a potassium salt, a copper salt, a strontium salt, a sodium salt, a barium salt, a calcium salt, and it looks like a lithium salt. Those are all chlorides of those salts. We also have two unknowns sitting in the back there, and a beaker full of distilled water with some cotton swabs. And our waste container we'll be using as well. So let's get the burner flame in focus here, and let's go through the procedure. What you're going to do is you're going to want to grab a cotton swab. Let's zoom back out a little bit. And for that cotton swab, you want to use a clean cotton swab each time. And the only thing that will enter into your distilled water beaker will be the tip of a clean cotton swab. We'll put that in the distilled water, get it nice and wet. And then we will take our first unknown. In this case, it's going to be our potassium salt. And we will go ahead and touch this to the salt so we get some salt on the moistened tip of our cotton swab. We'll then put that in the flame, and we will examine the color there, and we'll record that in our data table. Now please don't ask me, Mr. Hermer, what color is that flame? That's for you and your partner to decide. Now when you're finished, go ahead and take that cotton swab and just place it right in the waste beaker. You don't want to use that again. You're going to get a clean cotton swab for each test. Okay, so potassium is finished. We'll put that off to the side. And the next salt we'll do is copper. So we'll grab a clean cotton swab again and moisten the tip. And then we'll touch that to the copper salt. We'll get some of that copper salt on there. Oops. There we go. Not sure if you saw that, but we have enough of the copper salt on that swab. And we'll put that in the burner flame. And once again, let's get that in focus here for us. Put that in the burner flame, and you folks will decide upon the color of that flame. Alright? Got that for copper, folks? We're done. Put that into our waste container, and we'll repeat the process for our next salt, which is going to be strontium this time. Okay, so we'll get a clean cotton swab, dip it in distilled water, and we'll touch it to the surface of our strontium salt, and then we'll put that in our flame. And once again, I don't know how well these colors are showing up on the video. It's enough of an observation for you to determine the color for the strontium salt. Okay, we're finished with that. Place that in our waste container. And looks like we'll move on to sodium next. Take our new cotton swab, dip it in our distilled water, touch that to the surface of our sodium. You can see we have some sodium salt on that tip. Put that in the flame, and we get another color there. Okay. Alrighty, throw that in our waste container, and now we'll move on to our barium salt. So let's get our Q-tip moistened, and get some barium salt on there. Sort of fun, isn't it? Put that in our flame. Okay. Make your observation. Okay, get rid of that. Barium's finished. And we'll move on to calcium. Moisten our Q-tip. And we'll get some calcium salt on the tip. And we'll do that one. Okay. Final known, looks like it's lithium. It's a little hygroscopic. It's gotten a little moist over the past couple of days. Get that wet. And we'll put that in our flame. There we go. Okay, so that was our lithium salt. Okay, fill that in our waste container, and then we'll do our two unknowns. This is unknown number 1, so it's going to be one of those we just tested. There's the tip of our Q-tip, and we'll get some of the unknown salt on it. Test our unknown. It's your job to decide what that unknown is. That's unknown number 1, folks. Okay, and then we'll put that off to the side. And this is our unknown number 2. And handle that the same way. We'll get our Q-tip moistened and get that nice and coated with our unknown number 2. And that's unknown number 2's flame test color. Alright, so now it's up to you to determine what those two unknowns are, unknown 1 and 2, based on their flame test color. Remember, you have to complete your lab report, so take some time doing that, and that'll be due next time we see each other. Remember to shut down your burner and clean up your area. To shut the burner off, remember, we'll just go ahead and turn that gas valve over. You guys can return your safety glasses to the safety glass cabinet. Make sure they're put away neatly so that they can be sanitized properly for our next class. I think that's about it. Have a great day. Bye-bye.